Alili wala 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 la 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 la. Oh yo 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 yo. Eka premamo suntuk beranana yo 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 yo. Upsi, mantap. Ayo jangan. Oh, mouse-nya jelek. Tolong mouse. Tolong pengertian. Oh, mantap. Baik, kita lihat ada event apakah di sini. Ini oke, udah tahu. Ya ampun, dibuka lagi interlude senandung bulan hampa. Males. Turin, ya. 60. Wow. Selesaikan quest per penyihir terkait untuk memperkuat talenta berikut. Wow. Malas aku ngambilnya. Karakter belum dimiliki. Nyesal aku. Aku udah punya Razor di akunku satu lagi. Sabar. Ini ada Visual aku udah punya. Iya, Visual baru konstelasi level 1, Sucrose udah punya juga. Coba karakter. Tunggu. Ini quest story Durin. Siap. Iya. Preview kostum. Coba. Oh, naga. Pantesan orang pengen Durin semua dong. Naga ini yang Crimson yang di Dragon Spine itu. Beli Astra bodo amat. Attacker Wonderland Beli Astra juga bodo amat. Ini ngelawan musuh baru ya. Coba karakter aja dulu. Adikku lagi nonton film Stephen Chow Kung Fu Beggar. Kalau kedengaran berarti mohon maaf ya. Kalau terbang gimana? Oh. Ups, kayak Bennett gayanya. Artefaknya attack. Elemental mastery. Oh, bukan. Crit damage, pyro damage bonus ya, standar. Energi recharge-nya tinggi juga ya, ngambil sulit loh mendapatkan artefak yang energi recharge-nya tinggi. Jadi burst-nya bisa pampum gitu. Wah, keren nih. Oops. Melancarkan elemental burst dalam fokus status Denial of Darkness. Wow, tuh ada sistem tahan-tahannya. Kok dia sama Albedo ya? Everybody stand back. Welcome to hell.
Turning point in space. Moment of birth.
Everybody stand back.
Watch out.
Wow, besar burstnya.
Turning point in space. Leave it to me.
I'm going in.
Feel this ancient power. The story has only just begun.
Wow, itu ditahan timnya, mantap. Jumpy,
Teamwork. Blazing to light.
Witness my great undertaking. The abyss is burning shadow.
Everybody
moments of birth.
Keluar sebentar, keluar. Aku mau coba dengan hal yang sedikit mantap. Biar belajar. Walaupun aku belum sampai ke not try, malas ngerjainnya. Bum bakudang.
冥王牽制。燃えろ。みんながそばにいるから近寄らないで。
Oh, ini reaksi pistol lain.
Ima誕生の時。創世の術。
創世の術。Wah, woi, bisa terbang, woi, ya.
運命の変わり目。
Hehehe. Drengteng. Coba karakter lain. Ventilator, ventilasi ventilator. Oh,
一緒に遊ぼうよ。
gaya manahnya mirip Goro.
足元に気をつけて。逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
Oh, bertubi-tubi. Kenapa Venti dibilang karakternya? Oh, ada Durin. Bennett nggak selalu nggak pernah update. Oh, keluar.
全力攻撃だ。
真理は循環する。
下がって近寄らないで。
Kejam Durinnya ya.
風だ。
Tak kasih dah. Gila. Coba jauh dah. Gila. Gila nih karakter, senjatanya imut kali. Alah, kok kayak gini animasinya, nggak kayak Diona ya. Gitu dia, pegang panah kayak Diona kan bagus. Wush. Wishi. Flame Brother. Senjatanya keren banget. Elemental Mastery. Oh, dia bukan ngambil Elemental Mastery ya, tapi dia ngambil ini, pasif skillnya. Saat memicu bla 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 gitu. Saat karakter yang mengenakan ada dalam party namun tidak dalam medan pertempuran. Serangan karakter yang mengenakan. Oh, oke. Ada Yansan ikut. Mari dulu. Oh, Yansan sebagai healer.
Ora.
Bers weh.
夢なき眠りへようこ
Gue executioner of the night. Oh, reaksi spirit aku. Oi,
Oshizukani, Hora, Chi no Soko e.
Cuma segini doang. Karakter lain ngambil hadiahnya aja dulu. Oh, udah. Low. Parujan timnya. Aku ada Parujan. Aku dapatnya ketika di banner Kiki, Mona sama Kecing. Dapatnya di situ aku. Parujan, Xingqiu, Shikaonin Heizo belum pernah coba aku. Oh, berarti ini reaksi Frozen. Mari. Oh, kayaknya keren juga. Tuh, mending aku. Woi. Boleh. Biar aku build dulu Arlet Shinoku supaya bisa ngelawan bidak catur kurang ajar itu. Kenapa? Ini angin untuk menambahkan damage-nya si Parujan sebagai DPS. Mantap. Oh, jangan kelek dulu kawan. Aduh. Yeay. Oh, Tuhan sayang mama, cuma satu lagi musuhnya. Jangan kelek dulu. Alamak, main dulu lah dia. Menganitip sangat. Sibule. Lah, gagal tantangannya. Alamak. Aduh, semoga nggak buram. Kenapa kontak ini? Halo, keselnya aku. Dulu. Tadi seharusnya udah kalah ya. Coba lagi karakter Penti, keren nih. Nggak habis pikir aku, apa yang kok keren kali tadi.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Dare to mess with me. Have fun with this.
Thunder! The abyss is burning. Shadow!
Think you can get away?
Gila, 45 detik cuman. Coba karakter lain. Tanggung kali tadi. Dia buah henna ya, henna fruit yang di pohon kaktus itu.
Happy to apply. Power. Don't be scared. My guiding star. We'll see about that.
Oh, si kawanin senjatanya ini.
Too late for regret. Cole, line to command.
Kata ahli senjatanya
Rain
mantap.
cutter. Dare to mess with me? Have fun with this gift. Stars, shine through.
Confess!
Rain outlines your...
Wow. Ambillah dia. Ambil. Ambil, seselia aku udah banyak. Mantap. Keluar. Inter Twinku ada berapa? Cuma ada 10. Ya. Gacha. Lempar sekali yuk. Satu dulu. Ke toko sebentar, ambil. Alah. Tukar primo game 4 supaya tahu berapa sisanya. 75, mantap. Siu. Oh, ada di Inazuma dekat ini. Ya, aku nggak tahu nih quest apa. Nah, ini dia si kawan. Oh. Nah, apa kitku jirat? Bagus. Sebenarnya ingin bermain temari yang boneka yang joget-joget itu. Oke. Sudah jadi oleh seorang petualang, dia bilang, Puijaya ingat baik-baik, kalau kami menang, kamu akan dapatkan barang bagus. Jadi kakak, kalau menang, saya dapatkan barang bagus. Balik, gini, kok rasa main anak-anak. Tapi temari ini tidak ada. Cuma orang lokal yang tahu cara mainnya, tidak peduli tidak. Puijaya, aku akan bermain dengan kalian. Oh, ajak main, mari, siap. Ready Player Zero juga nih. Mana temarinya kawan? Jauh jarak dari target. Oh. Mana? 8, 7, 6. Mana? Oh, ini. Yeay. Itu temari, bukan boneka yang joget, bukan makhluk yang joget-joget itu. Oke. Baik sekali, bisa menemukan dalam sekejap. Oke. Oh ya, monster ya. Terus sekali ya. Stone aku tidak tahu menara itu atau Tensukaku Shogun yang lebih tinggi. Dijadikan apa alam sendiri. Saat kakak memancing dia takut aku nggak. Waktu itu aku bertemu dengan seorang kakak petualang, dia melihatku kebosanan. Pengendara dia takut kamu bosan. Kita akan bisa Kemarin menggunakan bom itu yang padaku. Oh yang bahaya sekali. Maksudnya kamu yang bahaya. Oh ya, kakak yang kemarin bersama lain. Datanglah kepadaku dengan di hatiku. Aturannya seperti ini. Kamu harus menemani saya juga. Nggak ngerti. Nggak menginginkan bom. Jadi ada bom. Kemarin mungkin dapat meledakkan orang jahat. Mungkin. Kalau begitu aku akan terjebak. Sampai jumpa kakak. Ngomong apa sih? Hai. Oh, dapat hadiah temari. Pemilik batas waktu. Oh. Jadi dapat boneka temari. Benarkah demikian? Nggak tahu sih. Pak. Bantu dulu, Pak. Bukukan 4 musuh dalam 2 detik. Sebanyak 5 kali. Sebanyak 10 kali. Yeay. Bukukan musuh selama lebih dari ini bounty-ku udah selesai. 6 permintaan penduduk oke. Wow, udah banyak oke. Siap. Biji lagi. Alalala. Datanglah kepadaku. Tinggal di Jahoda. Alah, Bennett. Gak apa-apa. Tinggal di hatiku hanya engkau jawab. Oh, Arcona Nemo di sini belum kuambil. Ya, di Mondo. Di sini. Ten. Samulia Kepakisa. Deh! Lama kali kalian balik dari bank? Lama kali kalian balik? Ngantri? Di bank?
Kita sudah belanja.
Belanja apa?
Belanja pajak lah.
Terima kasih Arcona Nemo, apa yang sedang kamu lakukan? Lot Barbatos.
Oi.
Apa?
Coba beri kalian.
Berapa?
Coba.
Online ya? Melin? Malas?
Gimana?
Oh iya, aku sering main jam 2 malam. Main anak ini gitu.
Main malam.
Dan juga Night of News dan Arpented. Terima kasih Arcona Nemo, mereka semua aman.
Oh. Banyak.
Aku tidak menunggu juga apakah yang dilakukan oleh Lord Barbatos oleh kami nyarinya ada di yang kota Mostad cukup membuat penduduk merasa aman. Ya pada waktu bisa mendapat bukan menggunakan dandelion seed. Aku untuk menebarkannya. Sepertinya aku sudah melakukan itu. Kamu dulu pernah. Oh iya ya, Glory. Yang suaminya Godwin nyasar di Mondstadt aja lalat. Seharusnya dia ikut perang sama kavalerinya, malah dia mau nyasar. Dan The Lion sih terbang untuknya. Apa? Mana aku tahu teh udah habis atau enggak?
Banyak aku cokop.
Cop? Males.
Bentar.
Barbatas. Siapa tahu si Pangamen itu dengar.
Mana tasnya?
Itu?
Enggak, tas apa?
Nah. Oh. Di atas patung. The animal alcohol. Nggak sampai. Belum. Ya sudah.
Udah keluar. Apa? Yang baru harga 2.000
Uang apa itu?
200-nya.
Bukan tengok kilatnya. Ih, cantik kali, Mak. Dari mana?
Dari toko Deli.
Toko Deli. Kok?
Pening kali kan?
Ih, cantik kali. Udah lama nggak nampak apa koin kayak gini 500 yang lama. Jangan dipakai ini, mahal.
Aku mahal.
Ntar lagi itu soalnya ada langka loh. Apalagi gambar ini 500 gambar bunga melati yang ada ujung-ujungnya titik-titik braille-nya. Apa yang mau ke toko Deli beli pupuk? Obat.
Bantu aku cowok.
Cowok ngapain deh?
Cari. Aku naikin Miko karakter.
Enggak. Senjata.
Masih kau baca dulu kan?
Enggak, aku jangan. Penti dulu. Baru kalau nanti dapat durin. Durin itu artinya durian. Dalam bahasa Karo ya. Mankai kena durin. Bilangnya durin bukan durin. Bu, beli. Apa sih dari tadi nih? Malas. Bis, tak. Itu pulau naruh kami di sana, terang banget. Oh iya, mana lagi nih ya quest? Atau tarik si quest cerita siapa ya? Oh, iya ini.
Bisa kan sambung kan?
Bisa. Di mana? Sini.
Di luar kadang gue pakai apa?
Tapi cok sambung yang dipakai sih kan?
Bapak ini. Yang bapak ini.
Jadi cok sambung tuh di luar.
Kan ada sana kalau gosok, kadang mau gosok pun kadang
Oh.
ganggu.
Berapa meter mak beli ini?
Bapak yang beli itu, di mana itu kayak itu?
Satu, 2, 3, 4 meter.
Ini apa itu?
Ya sekali aku pasang ya.
Yang bagus yang bagus ini.
Sama aja.
Karena ada bedanya.
Nah, ini yang mereng, versi yang mereng. Ini versi yang mereng. Ya.
Yang jadi tadi.
Yang jadi? Kau beli yang jadi deh. Kau beli juga? Yang
Untuk di sana.
yang bulat-bulat, yang putar-putar.
Enggak lah, belum. Sama yang banyak.
Yang karena malasnya kalian masangnya kan?
Itu.
Wilper faces.
Lama. Aku dulu masak teh. Mungkin gara-gara keseringan aku bahasa Inggris, dia mau keras bahasa Inggris.
Emang iya?
Masak dulu.
Iya.
Nggak ada macam kita dong, ya.
Ya udah jangan diganggu lah kalau orang lagi baca.
Baca apa?
Baca buku itu dia, Pendeta Philip Mantopa.
Apa?
Skin.
Enggak.
Hah? Apa?
Kata-kata.
Ya biar aja. Kenapa emangnya? Gak ada yang salah baca.
Itulah kalau apa yang nggak tahu, yang tumben langsung.
Itulah kadang kan. Kayaknya kita yang normal-normal ini kayak nggak menormalkan orang bertobat tuh. Jangan kayak gitu. Biar aja. Tak tanya, apa kau baca itu? Buku ini. Tengok judulnya. Oh.
Itu namanya manusia.
Bukan masalah tumben ini kayak ngejek.
Sumpah aku kemarin gereja kan, katanya tumben di gereja kata. Mana sih dia katanya?
Ya aku ya kemarin. Tumben di sini. Bukannya kalian Buddha katanya. Wah, kok di PK? Bayangkan ya hidup berteman sama tahun. Kau tahu tukang sepatu yang dipajak itu, yang manggil opung kita. Itu dikiranya. Yang dikiranya selama ini kita beribadah di apa? Di vihara. Jadi loh, udah apa? Mau masuk Kristen katanya. Loh enggak. Ya memang Kristen.
Kan cuma keturunan lah.
Iya, kadang kan orang-orang sini kan mikirnya kan orang Cina itu beribadahnya di vihara gitu. Hah?
Ada yang Buddha, ada yang Konghucu.
Iya, ya intinya ke Pekong lah, ke vihara ya.
Kamu ada punya satu benda lagi.
Apa mau kau tarik?
Kasberi.
Hah?
Kasberi.
Yang 4 dia satu pohon.
Iya.
Kenapa nariknya nggak dapat? Kan tinggal tung gitu aja 4 kali. Kau mainnya di HP.
Bukan nyarinya pas setengah mati aku. Mana aku bisa cari?
Di ujung dia, di bagian utara, di Starnuts Cliff.
Udah ini deketan daya.
Ah,
Tinggal cari kita di sini kan teh.
apa itu?
Iya.
Rambutan. Pikir kalian ke...
Teh ya.
Iya.
Aku teh semaru
Nggak ada apa nih? Soalnya banyak ada jebakannya. Nanti muncul semut.
Boleh gigit pula.
Iya, semut hitam. Gigit lagi.
Nah,
Ken. Berapa ya rambutan 1 jam-jam gitu?
15, 26 kan bentar mama 25.
Update game ini tadi.
Ini kan tadi belanja dia. Uangnya belum ada.
Mata. Buset itu.
Aku udah mau bintang 90. Aku habis pakai itu. Nggak pernah pakai.
Aku
Pakai makan. Meeting.
di rumah kan wifi, di luar kan wifi juga ya.
Tadi lah di rumah dapat wifi. Makanya sukses kita dalam bisnis.
Enggak ada wifi. CS, harus mau CS.
Nantilah, aku tanggal 13-14 mau ke Medan. Ujian.
Tapi kan tak pernah kuliah kau belajar kau.
Ya bukan berarti enggak.
Mampu aja dah sidang kau.
Hah?
Sidang.
Janganlah kau samakan temanmu yang udah sidang sama aku yang baru masuk.
Dia pun kalau satu umurnya udah pada sudah
There's
semua.
solidify. Go. You're free now.
Aku tadi dia yang pertama tadi. Apa tadi?
Apa yo ada?
Tadi tetap.
Masalahnya kena COVID aku di situ. Bayangkan masuk pertama kali dosennya nggak ada perkenalan langsung. 1 tambah 1 sama dengan 2 itu algoritmanya kayak mana di balik komputasi komputernya kayak mana. Apa ini titik koma C, titik garis. Pusing aku. Udah gitu, sekarang buat, oke, tambah 1 udah kayak gini. Sekarang buat 1 kali 1. Kayak mana rumusnya? Aku nggak punya komputer di situ. Jadi disuruhlah tulis di tangan. Aku pun nggak tahu titik komanya di mana. Masalahnya kalau komputer itu kalau kurang 1 titiknya error.
Ini kalian apa di sana? Ini kau bilang kadang PR.
Udah selesai.
Kau bilang PR.
Udah. Ini kan UT itu kayak gini.
Aku baca gitu tebalnya buku. Kayak gitu datang kayak gitu apa?
Ya udahlah ah. Ada lagi kawanku yang di sana.
Segitu.
Iya, itu kau tengok buku itu.
Gitu aja pun tetap cantik. Sama kayak si Ken punya itu kalau buku pakainya.
Lu beber mo.
You listen, we don't judge.
Ada kawanku datang bukunya masih berplastik. Sampai ujian nggak dibuka plastiknya.
Ini orang ini pun kadang ada yang kayak gitu.
Besar itu. Hei,
Iya. Hah? Semua musim kenapa? Lalat. Dia apapun gitu. Ini rumah teman mama tadi kan. Ratusan.
Tumben di sini belalat. Di Medan banjir. Giliran aku di Medan banjirnya nggak pernah sampai separah ini. Aman semua.
Tapi apaan? Buan juga mati.
Oh ya, ada 300.000 orang. Total semua dari Aceh, Padang, Sibolga. Yang di Aceh Tamiang aja orang masih teriak-teriak minta tolong semua. Tapi nggak tahu di mana orangnya, entah terjebak di mana.
Sampai ada pun ada juga korban.
Ada, semua ada korban, Mak.
Anak.
Iya. Tapi orang Medan tahu,
Tapi viral itu yang satu rumah itu bisa tidak.
nggak tahu lah aku.
Sama gereja satu gereja. Nggak apa-apa pokok.
Bagus berarti pondasi bangunannya.
Rumah itu ya rumah biasa beton memang biasa ya. Nggak ada situ apa jorok pun nggak ada. Ada situ kayak pasang musa dia tanam apa nanam di pasang musa pasang nggak ada apa pun. Tadi berapa satu hari. Masa apa yang bilang apa?
meledak langsung di tempat. Di antara ku dan besi, di antara ku dan besi.
Cuma besi apa yang lain?
Ku gergaji langsung kiloin. Rakyat besiku tak main-main.
Kalau aku cuma cobain
Watch out. Hah?
For when the cuckoo shakes off his feathers, or you'll
Ya
get
di situlah
drenched.
kesempatan orang.
Although,
Rakyat besi
actually,
naik
you're
pangkat jadi
probably
rakyat
so through
tembaga.
already.
Bisa listrik trafonya hilang. Gak tahulah siapa itu. Masa bisa tiba-tiba trafonya hilang? Hah? Iya. Di dalam trafo itu kan tembaganya gulungan semua, Mak. Hilang. Bayangkan gitu tinggi tegangan listrik. Pas mati kan dimatikan listrik supaya nggak tersetrum orang. Hilang. Di Sibolga sampai saking lamanya
Kami apa itu malas
dijarah Alfamart.
sama itu besar katanya apa gitu.
Alfamart terbesar di sana.
Ya.
Terus kinerja apapun lambat.
Gimana lah orang udah lapar kan?
Iya. Terus yang bagikan ini yang gak ada otaknya, yang bagikan sembakonya dari helikopter dilempar sampai dia mau pecah lah. Orang lempar beras.
Gimana? Mau di mana dia apa? Orang banjir semua.
Iya, orang itu kan tentara itu kan ada caranya kiatnya dia niat nurunkan sembako. Jadi orang yang di Palestina itu pesawat tempur pun kan diturunkan pakai parasut. Ini nggak dilempar gini. Karena memang di sana aksesnya kita tahu lah ada putus. TNI pun nggak bodoh.
Yang ada manusia yang beramal.
Hah?
Ada sebelumnya pun udah diramalkan ini kayaknya daerah diramalkan.
Nggak usah lah percaya peramal.
Namun ini
BMKG aja buat ramalan cuaca pun masih nggak pernah aku percaya ya, apalagi ramalan orang yang abal-abal.
uang. Kayak mana sih besar gitu uangnya?
Versi ini doang. Gampang lah hilang. Iyalah, gampang lah hilang kalau segini duit.
Sudah update dia.
Hah?
Update.
Jangan lah kau ngejek. Mentang-mentang kau cuma di HP 2 giga.
Itulah kerjanya dia. Mana ada kerja capek dia tidur. Biasanya gosok dia harus kita bilangin gosok. Kalau ada suruh bantuin pun nanti itu. Ini langka. Nanti situ sampai berdua seperti mana? Menjeraikan jeraikan sampai dikasih ini. Dari situ lah. Lagi ya. Tidak ada yang jualan yang biasa ketengan, bakar mahal.
50.000 per botol.
1,5 liter yang apa? 30 ke 40.
Di Medan kau tengok lah.
1 liter yang aku besar.
Iya. Yang disering diketengan dipajang di pinggir jalan itu 50.000 dipatok orang.
Tapi kadang itu taruhnya ada yang pas.
Campur iya.
Ditaruhnya
Kesempatan.
aromanya, ditaruhnya baru taruhnya pewarna.
Kesempatan.
Apa nggak rusak?
Kereta. Baru jalan sebentar masuk air. Rusak lah.
Bila to suno. Aduh. No. Tapos soan yang dari apang ini taknya nggak panas lagi tadi mananya bisa nggak tahu.
Emang kayak gitu. Nggak tinggi panasnya.
Iya biasanya lama-lama panas dia gitu lama-lama panas. Nggaknya panas tusuk kan. Nggak.
Kau udah kalau buka story karakter, Never udah selesai dong. Ini?
Trauma.
Ya.
Never.
Ini kan dia misi harian dia kayak.
Kenapa pengen main gitu?
Dia penasaran kemarin, dia nanya kemana main game ini.
Hindi kaya na eh.
Scan suruh.
Dia nggak sabar.
Ay, itu koneksi app. Jaringan app.
Rusak.
Gak apa-apa lah.
Halo.
Ini app.
Rembo.
Ano, blend.
Balat! Balat!
Agak buah.
Pos itu biar dapat primo kok kan?
Ay, pala.
Oh, mau jadi kau mau coba ngelawan itu?
Iya. Aku yang suka dia kan ngelawan. Kok baik kak? Siapa? Aku suka pakai barbara aja.
Naiking pula meninggalnya itu.
Ntar ya aku selesaikan dulu satu quest ini.
Siapa? Namanya.
Siapa ya? Isa apa?
Bisa Newton.
Aisyah apa itu?
Kemarin.
Ya dia selalu apa? Jadi orang baik nanti.
Jelas itu mah.
Dia kalau main sinetron itu jadi orang baik lah.
Garis Kak,
Iya,
meninggal memang udah.
naiking pula itu.
Garis Kak.
Ini loh. Ini.
Dia enggak harian.
Tembok.
Kalau nggak tengok masih tahu.
Berapa salah aku yang
Dia main sinetron,
Kalau nggak jadi ustad,
jadi preman tobat. Dia salah satu itu yang kita tonton dulu sinetron ini, Apa Kata Dunia di Trans 7.
Ini terbalik. Cowok apa bos?
Bukan dunia
Tadi
terbalik.
sudah ini terbalik. Cewek kerja.
Yang dunia terbalik itu nih. Kemarin sholat, hari ini sholat, besok sholat lagi. Kapan liburnya? Langsung datang putih jebar.
Nickname dulu ko bilang. Kaya Ken. Oy. Di ba sa kapatid ko dito?
Wes,
Alah.
selo lah. Ikan asin. Ntar.
Iya ko. Bener ko.
top. Aish.
Tulungan ka naman sa ay.
Oke. Tunggu, aku tak tepis deh pukul. Parap. Main, parap deh. Tumbak pohonnya.
Itu bukan nebang pohon, Ken.
Tapi kan ini kayak gitu ya.
Tariel belum masak air itu, Mak. Belum masak air.
Oke, ini gimana aja nih? Gimana aja?
Mana?
Buat apa?
Share of Death. Kan ku bilang buka Genshin Wiki. Sinilah kau ah. Sini kau berdiri. Biar ku kasih tahu. Kunci Share of Death mula 8 gak dibuka-buka semua. Dikasih tahu ngeyel. Itu min.
Aku lagi tak kenapa aku mana ini?
Kau Share of Death yang belum kau buka di mana aja?
Nggak tahu.
Ah, ini yang udah kau buka. Buka peta.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Percuma HP-mu 2D. Bisa satu di situ Hoyolet atau kau buka Genshin Wiki. Ngapa lah ini? Petualangan Tuan Amnesia, konten jangan, Institut konten jangan. Nah, nggak tahu lagi di mana. Nah, tuh kan. Natlan jangan, Natlan Gemah Lonceng Berduka jangan. Membuatku api asmara yang dahulu. Teleport ke apa? Salah satu domain di dekat Dragon Spine. Dragon Spine yang salju itu. Bukit salju loh.
Gimana aja?
Kau ada satu yang warna kuning kan? Kuncinya. Ini. Jangan. Domain dia, bukan teleport. Ini. Di sini di bawah ini satu. Ini satu. Ini kau buka dulu. Nah. Baru domain mau buka capek lah orang, udah. Kau nanti dari domain sini jalan nanti ke sini, ke bawah ini. Ya, di dekat danau kecil ini ada nanti. Dari sini ke dekat. Gak usah, kau yang tandai, aku nggak mau. Kalau nanti aku yang kau tandai nanti, kau tandai lagi. Mana ini? Gitu, malas aku. Ntar dulu aku adaptasi di HP dulu. Ini percepat. Lompat.
Ini black sih. Iya, aku udah level 5 ya.
Capek deh, kayak gini deh. Capek main di HP. Nah, ngetir lagi kameranya.
Apa gunanya?
Nah, itu tuh. Ah, itu di atas tuh. Dah atur. Buka domainmu. Berapa beli bakso ini?
I haven't been to the Yai Publishing House in a while. Paimon wonders if they have any new books in. The one we read with A that time is pretty cool.
Apa yang bisa bermain?
Apa nih sama-sama mak ngomong? Terus? Bakso kosong aja udah. Udah. Aku juga disuruh kan. Luan plan makan ya, jangan dulu ganggu aku.
Come on, this is a no-brainer, man. There's only one thing worth wishing for, and that is a ton of Mora.
But the exam's next week. If I fail again, I'm seriously done for. I'm better off wishing that my exam goes smoothly.
Emang kayak
It's
gitu,
just an
udah
exam.
makan
Trust
aja.
me, there's
Jangan
no
protes.
problem you can't solve by throwing Mora at it. If it doesn't work, then just keep
Disuruh
throwing
nggak
until it
mau.
does.
What are they arguing about? It's quite a spirited debate.
Huh? Really? You guys don't know? You need but stand on this land at midnight, lower your head and recite a special incantation, then your wish will come true. Looks like you guys really aren't in the loop. This, my friends, is the next big thing. A highly effective wish ritual guaranteed to make your wishes come true.
A wish ritual? That actually works? Right? Even Paimon knows that's just not how the world works.
I didn't believe it at first either, but that changed when it worked for someone I know. It's this guy called Kunihiko. He's practically always been unemployed, wastes his days away, and he owes a lot of money. Like a lot, but get this. I don't see him for a few days, and suddenly I find him dressed to the nines and feasting at a high-class restaurant. I heard it directly from him. He used this wishing ritual, and the next day he woke up to find his whole bed filled high with mora.
His whole bed was filled with...
Of course, I'm sure the part about waking up lying on a bed of mora is a bit of an exaggeration. Whether you believe it or not, it's not exactly a difficult ritual. It can't hurt to give it a try, right?
If you're still feeling skeptical, just ask around. There are a lot of very compelling stories going around these days.
Really? Well, come on! Let's go ask around right now, shall we? Well, if it really is true, then just think of all the mora Paimon could... On closer inspection, it seems like there really are a lot of people talking about this kind of stuff. Hey, see those two? Paimon remembers them from the AI publishing house. One's an editor and the other's an author.
Grasp the thought in mind. Clear like the light of the moon. As close as kin with you. No, thou. Wait, thee? Hear my summons, right?
No, it's not hear my summons, it's heed my summons. Heed! You're never going to get it down at this rate.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Whoa! Sheesh, you scared me. Okay. Where did I leave off with the incantation again?
Incantation? Are you guys trying out this new wishing ritual stuff too?
Junkichi is trying it out, to be specific. He's hit a bit of a creativity block recently, so... I'm helping him make a wish so that he can move past it. I mean, I obviously don't. But Junkichi never listens to an outside opinion, so all I can do is go along with it.
Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? This is extremely important to me. People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get over a creative hurdle. Is that so much to ask? Anyway, I just know this is going to work. I have a gut feeling about it.
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Narukami Shrine? Oh, I just know this is gonna work. I have a gut feeling about it.
The omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck. All right, enough of that. Help me get this incantation down. My new book depends on it.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think about what kind of story you want to write. Where's all that self-confidence you had when you first started out? Look at you now, trying dubious methods from any old light novel.
Wait. What? This wishing ritual comes from a light novel?
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. No, it's most likely a self-published title. It just appeared out of nowhere and took Inazuma by storm. As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story is written, but everyone is saying the wishing incantations it contains are the real deal.
Look, Junkichi, yes, everyone's saying it's real, it works, but that's only half the story. I've also heard lots of people saying that everyone who's had their wish granted using this method starts behaving strangely.
What's so surprising about that? They're probably just giddy with joy at having their wish come true.
This is starting to sound a little suspicious. Why don't we go to the Grand Narukami Shrine and ask if she's the expert when it comes...
Oh, dapat novel. Iyong.
Miko! Great, you're here!
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel here. Oh? Well, what did you want to ask?
Well, we were just... actually, you look kind of busy. Is this a bad time?
No, not at all. It's nothing major.
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major? I'm begging you, you've got to help me save my brother.
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since you're...
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji-ai. Please, put in a good word for me. You have to convince her to help my brother. Here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shingo. All he's ever wanted is to become a swordmaster, so he once asked Sensei Domon of the Meikyo Shisui art to take him on as a disciple. Domon turned him away, took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword. But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could, and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently. But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely different person. The doctors can't find anything wrong with him, so I'm betting it must be the work of an evil spirit. That's why I'm here, begging for Guji-ai's help.
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long as he can remember, and now it's gone. It's only natural that he feels a little empty and lost while he's trying to find a new direction. If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll recover on his own soon enough.
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I guarantee you, he's not acting like someone who feels empty and lost.
Oh, all right. Then tell me, when did your brother spar with Domon's disciple?
About 5 days ago.
5 days ago, you say?
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried about him. Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream now.
Yang punya dojo itu ya?
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true?
Well, they're kinda two sides of the same coin, aren't they?
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately? If so, I'd love to hear about them.
What? Rumors? I haven't heard anything.
Oh dear. Well, that's too bad.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here. Please, you've gotta help me.
Miko, he seems really desperate. This thing with his brother sounds really bad.
Okay, fine. Then it's decided.
Yay, Miko! So you're good.
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine, and in fact, they are experts in resolving all manner of strange and supernatural phenomena. Exorcism.
Yeah! Wait a sec!
Really?
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging to me for help, I actually recommend someone for the job, then suddenly you start doubting me?
Not at all, never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
Now hold on a hot second, Miko. We may be a lot of things, but we ain't exorcists!
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo-jumbo while you're sprinkling it around. It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Don't you think it would be a little unfair to make... Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request for me too. This is an opportunity to demonstrate that you come in good faith.
This feels all wrong.
All right, let's go. Don't worry now, I'll be...
Okay, let's follow you. What is going on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation. Well, a life's at stake here, so it looks like we'll have to deal with that first before we'll get the chance to ask her about the incantation stuff.
How strange. My brother's been meditating here pretty much constantly over the past few days, but now he's gone.
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Domon's disciple. He just sits there alone, talking to himself. But that's not important right now. Where the heck could he have gone in his current state?
This does pose a bit of a problem. If we can't find your brother, well, we can't perform an exorcism with nothing to exorcise, can we? Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't you start by going to find your brother and also picking up a handful of salt on your way?
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us? Shouldn't we help look for his brother too?
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people what they know about the two brothers.
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to worry. He'll be able to pay you back as soon as he has enrolled a few disciples.
Huh? Debt collectors? No, we're not here for anything like that. But, it sounds like Yohei and Shingo have gotten themselves into a bit of a pickle.
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them. They just hop between ideas and won't stick to anything.
Teru boju.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a sword master, and even asked Domon to be his sensei.
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever, bumming around in class instead of focusing on his training. In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his potential, and even declared that he would challenge a disciple of Domon to a duel.
Wait, what? That's not what we heard.
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day, every day. Some training regimen, that is. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that. He always has reliable information.
Hey there, we've come to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, you mean Shingo and Yohei?
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice of Domon's recently. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. Wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting their own school and you're looking to sign up?
We're not here to sign up, but we would like to hear more details about the fight.
Oh, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. But when he drew his sword, he became a whole different person. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water, mesmerizing to watch. Domon's disciple is no pushover, but he was absolutely no match for Shingo.
Is Shingo really that strong?
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel, too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like, "What a duel. I haven't felt this good in a long time."
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of character since then.
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. In the past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day. But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only that, but he managed to fell a lavender melon tree with just one kick.
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep that away from me!" and then ran off.
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. Finally, I found you. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall, and I've got the salt you asked for, too. Come on, let's go!
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details, I suppose we'd better be going now that he has been found.
Even bedrock can be turned to dust.
Mati pula. Si Abah ni mati di tempat. Alah.
So this is Yohei's brother. Whoa. He's meditating while sitting in a waterfall. Hey, listen! He's talking to himself.
Woo! How's that? Can you feel it? Can you feel the feeling of manliness? Found your own school. Ha! So shallow. How can a manly man aspire to something so lame? Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't feel the manliness. I can't take any more. I'm gonna die. Yohei. Yohei! Save me! Save me!
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's going for help!
Huh? Who goes there?
He stood up, and now he's coming this way.
No, don't come any closer. Help!
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor thing. Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his final breaths to call on you for help. Whatever shall we do?
Well, how should I know?
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something. Would you mind telling me what that's all about?
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
You don't know? But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way? Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation. Your brother is your closest relative. You must have noticed straight away when he started acting out of character. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your story?
But
As you wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, you did summon it together.
All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. My brother and I used a wishing incantation. We made a wish. Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight and your wish will be granted. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight, said the incantation, and lo and behold, spheres of light appeared all around us. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills. But because I was worried that if he goes back to normal, he'll lose his skills with the sword. If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps until we'd managed to get the dojo set up and paid off our debts.
So then, why'd you go to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Well, 'cause with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something, and then no one would want to sign up as his disciple. So I was thinking that maybe Lady Guji might have a way to get my brother back to normal, but let him keep his sword skills?
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes. Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
You're right, you're right. We were wrong to do what we did. We had this coming.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
What is that?
Wala.
It's the spirit!
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Save me! Save me!
Miko! He fainted! What do we do now?
We do nothing. But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all be over.
Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster. Come on, fight me!
He's coming!
Stabilize! Be free!
Up and away!
Nothing personal!
That was great! Excellent! Woo! What a rush! I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end there. Huh. Well, Paimon sure is confused. Do you know what that was all about?
Ah, we can talk about it later. They're about to wake up.
What am I doing here? Yohei? Yohei, is that you?
Shingo, are you alright?
Yohei, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I even beat one of Domon's disciples. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't control my own body. And there was this voice in my ear talking to me constantly. I was terrified and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't. And the voice kept talking about manliness.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it possessed you.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
Thank you, Lady Guji, and thank you for—
All right, take him to get some rest. He's very weak right now, having been possessed for quite a few days. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay. At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you.
Yes, we understand now. We won't do it ever again.
Thank you, Lady Guji. Thank you. We'll be on our way then.
Miko, would they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten involved? And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to—
Oh, they would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson.
What was it that possessed Shingo?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Ah! Paimon's got at it, it wasn't
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train Shingo to become bolder.
Huh. Fair enough. But it seemed like it had the opposite effect.
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it disappeared. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still, the experience may ultimately have been more effective than me scaring them into submission with a little exaggeration.
Protect the cross.
Whew. Well, the main thing is that nobody got hurt.
All right, seems like we've wrapped up every...
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are you sure about that?
You mean you disagree? Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book. Yes, I know the one.
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today. Incantations seem really popular right now.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the supernatural.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book are actually capable of summoning spirits and stuff, and loads of people are trying it.
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long. I really wouldn't fret about it.
But who wrote this book? And why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? What do you think, Traveler? Yeah, Yohei and Shingo may have been fine in the end, but things got pretty scary when Shingo was possessed.
Lady Yai, I finally found you.
Kuroda, what are you doing here?
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here. Please, take a look.
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Yes. Overall bestseller, reader's favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Both of you, back here now!
Miko? What is it? You have a really scary look on your face right now.
Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Yai Publishing House by every analysis. Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our thunder. If this isn't the very definition of intolerable, I don't know what it... I have to come up with a counterplan.
Huh? How is this our problem all of a sudden?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? Oh, am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your eyes after all?
Wait, what just happened? Again, you technically have a point, but this feels all wrong.
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on. We're going to war. I'm going to head back and make some preparations. Meet me outside the Yai Publishing House.
Pani, selesai ya.
Di pesta.
All right, Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Why don't you take a guess? I'll give you a hint. It's to do with the Yai Publishing House.
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yai
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got... wrong.
Hah?
First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real. In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales for the book would only increase further.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic. Oh, how about we confiscate all the copies?
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
But that means there's nothing we can do.
Well, I've been thinking. I've read A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone. The book contains many ancient kaidan, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so popular. I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market. That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? You replace it with the next big thing. So what we're going to do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel. Smash our rivals' sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Miko wages war. Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Wait, Miko, so you want us to write a novel?
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yai Publishing House. I have my ways. I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your vocab. Anyway, there is a writer's submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. When you have an idea of what the current trends are, come back and see me. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. I will assemble a team, and we can work while we...
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original. These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the title. The only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So...
The Yai Publishing House has held many writers' submission events to date. The winner gets a huge amount of publicity. It's been the ticket to fame for a lot of authors. If you've got a good idea for a story, you definitely don't want to miss out.
I'll be honest. I read light novels for the cheap thrills. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a process of separation, loss, and ultimately growth and renewed strength. By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is super strong right from the get-go. The protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also tea ceremony, painting, and calligraphy.
The key to a successful light novel is having good illustrations. When to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artist you should commission for them. The good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel. There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission them. The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's unlike any art style I've ever seen before.
There's much much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yai Miko.
There you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular with young people. He's developed a distinct and enduringly popular style. Satomi is Yai Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen names. As for what those names are, well, that's a trade secret. They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks a first-hand guide to summoning spirits off its perch.
It definitely makes sense.
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences. All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. This is the formula that will guarantee good sales numbers. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism.
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one question. What are we actually gonna write about? For example, we know we need an original core concept, but how do we come up with one?
Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience. Take A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information gap between author and reader. As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma. What is commonplace to you may be fresh and original to them.
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Lille. But that would make it a completely different genre than A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas based on your travel experiences. As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be able to flesh out the details.
All right, let's start with Chapter 1 then. What are you thinking? No one would ever go for that, no matter how you tried to play it.
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9.
Kasihan Paimon.
Is there really flying emergency food in other worlds? How does it taste? And how do you cook it? It's a strong opening. An easy way to grab the reader's attention. Never underestimate the appeal of culinary-oriented subject matter. Food, after all, is a topic that everyone is interested in.
Hey!
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past. I think you really understand what we're trying to do here. Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deals with that problem.
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
Won't that do for now?
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their attention, all our hard work so far is in vain. Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is...
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this. But alas, the time has come prematurely.
Before it came to what? What's up?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch-nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
Sounds awful!
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper break. Boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and get some kushikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind will do. Don't worry, this is my treat.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute.
Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid.
All right, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now. For the sake of our paycheck, get your brain going! Ooh, does this mean your inspirations come back?
Gadis rock and roll si Xinyan.
Let's see now. The protagonist arrives in Liyue and befriends a young man who doesn't have the money to pay for anything. Only later do we find out that this young man is none other than Rex Lapis himself.
Nindir kelannya, nindir Zhongli.
With the help of the Qixing and the protection of the Adepti, I am free to roam this vast realm. Is this the kind of cheap thrill that guy was talking about?
I give it a 9.8. The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, there are a great many legends about Rex Lapis. I'm sure it will spark the people's curiosity. I, for one, think there's a sizable market for this. Approved.
All right, well, let's just hope Zhongli doesn't mind.
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Zhongli baca buku. Apa ini, Cok?
Leave it to me, Lady Yai.
Pantesan kalian satu syuting waktu cosplay kemarin di Singapura.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
When the Vision Hunt decree comes out of nowhere, the protagonist joins the Resistance, starting out as an ordinary rank-and-file soldier.
Lo. Kenapa ni?
Find out how the protagonist goes on to make great contributions to the war effort, become best friends with the Resistance General, and get to know the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, working together with everyone to finally secure a grand victory for the Resistance. It's surprisingly normal.
I think it's rather good. A lot of people still like the classic hero's journey. From ordinary soldier to great leader, a fresh take on a timeless classic. One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle. That should do the trick.
Whoa. So we're really going head-to-head with our rival on this one, huh?
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites the incantation myself.
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
The content is fine. Now we just need to promote it. I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need an endorsement on a paper band around the book. I can get the wonderful Ms. Hina to write that. She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. The people of Inazuma absolutely adore her. You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yai Publishing House at some point to commission Ms. Hina for that recommendation. Once our light novel is complete, let's meet at the writer's submission event.
Guru? Hello?
Let me think. What spell does Lady Kitsune teach to the protagonist? Ah, I've got it. I've got to make sure it sounds suitably
Dah. Ooh. What is this? Ooh. Tarik dulu sekali. Ventilator sama. Panahan lagi. Jauh dah kayak yang keluar. Putus sepu. Mantap.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements. With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collaboration. But Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers' letters, and turns down every promotional opportunity she can. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if we can get that endorsement from Miss Hina, you'll definitely get an exposure boost at the beginning. May your light novel sell well and set a new record for the Yai Publishing House.
We'll do our best.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's slowly starting to understand your unique tastes.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think it's a very descriptive pen name?
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma. I'll announce the sales numbers in 3 days.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this is gonna work?
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly how a light novelist should be.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very best of luck. You've all finally made it. Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves. Multiple sales locations are asking when we'll be printing more copies.
Woohoo! That's great!
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30% of what you've sold. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment...
Oh, yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like we accomplished our goal. How do we know whether it worked?
Oh, don't worry. The change is already underway. Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about. The conversation has already moved on, hasn't it?
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at midnight, and your wish will come true!
Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all the incantations.
The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the Kitsune and all the other powerful yokai. They can make... I heard that the incantations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of Mora and got it, but then one night, it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones...
Sabar. Hoi. Tensukaku, tolonglah. Kenapa ini nggak bisa? Kawan. Apa lagi nggak bisa? Ini bisa ditekan.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow, you're right! Everyone's shifting focus! But what's this moonless night that they're talking about? Paimon doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very important to us further down the line. All right, it's time to move on to the next phase of the plan.
There's a phase 2?
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Oh yeah, if we leave him to his own devices, he might just write another guide to summoning spirits. Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for writing it was.
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. He's a failed light novelist named Tomoyuki. But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having written the book. Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, whoever possessed him actively sought him out. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel."
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So what are we supposed to do?
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just use its own method to make it manifest itself. And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role. Oh, what are you talking about? The fuck?
Supaya selesai. Tarik lagi. Ya, biasalah. White text. Kasihan deh. Loh.
Miko, ここってどこなんだ？
例の作者と握手会をするのに一番適した場所じゃよ。わらわの調べによると、ここはあの霊魂を呼び出せる可能性が最も高い場所のはずじゃ。
本当か？でもここ
怪異に関することじゃからな。こう不気味なのも仕方あるまい。もうすぐ神聖探霊筆記の作者が誰かわかるんじゃ。ワクワクしてこぬか？
おや、確かに心臓がバクバクいってるけど、これって本当にワクワクしてるからなのか？
では行くぞ。
おい、待ってくれよ。ほいら、やっぱり怖い。
Mon. Meet. Suki ga dejiennari. Whoop, siap. Oh, ada rubah-rubahnya. Oh gitu. Oh, see.
変な絵だな。ミコ、何が書いてあるかわかるか？
ふむ、昔の稲妻の景色じゃな。
すごくよく描かれてるけど、あれ、絵にサインが書いてある。なに落斎？
さあ、中に入るぞ。
風向きに気をつけろ。
やだのは
難攻不落天道万象。
呪言やチョック。
Everlasting as the moon.
この中ってこんな広い空間になってたのか。あそこにあるのって鏡か。それに変な形の椅子だな。何に使うんだろう。
ふむ、なるほど。この配置は都合が良い。手間が省けそうじゃな。よし、ナンジラは辺りを探索してみてくれぬか。この部屋を動かす仕掛けがあるはずじゃ。
剣女盤石。
Oh, dia mengaktifkan mekanisme. Uru. Biasa bunyi jujur. Mana sih? Mana? Capek. Ah, ini dia. Jugon. Hey, tembak pistol. Aduh. Oh, ini lagi. Terus di mana? Sini di belakang. Bukan. Oh, labirin mana? Halo. Ah. Malah gara-gara si Zhongli ini mengganggu. Shingo no Kengen. Nice one. You better not back it down. Yuk. Oh, ini diaktifkan, dinaikkan dulu. Udah? Mana? Lenteranya, aduh. Loh, nggak bisa. Kembali ke titik awal lagi. Itu ada peti harta karun. Deng. Kemana masuknya? Oh, udah aktif. Tinggal satu lagi. Mana satu lagi? Dari sini. Nah, ini. Yang pintu labirin. Whoops.
相手を間違えて
権限
Tembak Alah. Nice one. Siap. Yup, mantap. Terus, hai, satu lagi. Lentera di sudut direset dan diaktifkan.
Yuk.
Hah? Berarti satu lagi. Ini belum kena ke tanah ya? Mana sih? Oh, ini. Nah. Alah, bodohnya aku.
さてここからはわらわが陽子の秘伝術を紹介してやろう。薄暗い鏡面にはかつての情景が映し出され、それに心を揺さぶられた霊魂たちが引き寄せられる。さて次は汝の出番じゃ。ほれわっぱよ、ここに座るんじゃ。降霊儀式とは霊魂を生きた者の身に憑依させることじゃ。汝もあの鬼族の武士を見たじゃろう。人間の体から離れた状態ではその場に存在できる時間はでも
霊がこいつの体に憑依するなんて。
やけにわっぱを心配するのじゃな。まったく羨ましい限りじゃ。はあ、わらわの友人もそのような優しき心を持っておった。わっぱよ、怖いか。椅子に座り心身ともに落ち着かせ、あの絵を見るんじゃ。緊張せず自然体でよい。
なんかまるで絵の中で座ってるみたいだ。あれ、オイラの錯覚か。今絵が
呪文を念じるんじゃ、わっぱよ。それと強い思いも必要になる。何を思えば神聖探霊筆記の作者が出てくるか。汝ならも
小説に関することだよな。
その通りじゃ。じゃがより現実味を与えるために少し背中を押してやろう。先生、小説の売れ行きが良好なのはいいことじゃが、いつになったら第4章の大枠が完成するんじゃ。
絵が動いた。
おお。
まさかこの恒例儀式をわし自身に使われる日が来るとはの。またも小説を書いてほしいという願いか。なんじゃい、この時代では小説が流行っておるのか。
やっと見つけたぞ。お前が新生誕礼筆記の作者だな。お前が小説に書いたあの呪文、一体何を企んでるんだ。
ほう、なるほど。はっ道理で懐かしい気配がすると思ったら、わしを捕まえるための罠じゃったか。あれをやった意図とな。もちろん呪文の力であやかしの亡霊を大地へと呼び戻し、稲妻に血の雨を降らせるためじゃよ。
なんだって。やっぱりそんな恐ろしいことを企んでたんだな。
こうも簡単にこのわしを体に憑依させるとは考えが甘いの。ほう、こやつの体からとてつもない強い力を感じるぞ。よい、実に素晴らしい。この力があればわしの計画を止められるものなぞ。おい、
早く目を覚ませ。そいつの思い通りにさせるな。
無駄じゃ。どんなに叫ぼうとこやつは大きいん。この体はもうわしのものじゃ。
おい、起きろって。そんなやつに乗っ取られちゃダメだ。ミコ、どうにかして。
Mekil mo ho.
Mattaku, 裏臭い。さすがは汝じゃ。察しがよい。
高みの見物をしようって。さっきの目配せはわしにこれをやらせるためだったのじゃろ。ほれ見たことか。そこの飛んどるおちびちゃんを怖がらせてしまったではないか。
何を言うておる。さっきまであんなに楽しそうに悪役を演じておったじゃろ。
裏臭い？ミコ、もしかして知り合いなのか？
へっ、知り尽くしておるわい。
では改めて紹介しよう。こやつが新生誕礼筆記の作者。いや、より正確に言うと裏臭いの記憶じゃな。
記憶？ベーコンじゃないのか？
まあ霊魂も記憶ももともと地脈から来る同種のものじゃ。
先日獣域ハウンドが神王の根に噛みついた件を汝も覚えておるじゃろう。その時地脈から溢れ出る人間の記憶を汝らは見たはずじゃ。人間のものがあるならあやかしもまたしかりじゃ。
Oh, harus selesaikan upacara penyucian pohon sakura dulu ya.
生前あやかしは法力を有しておる。たとえ昔日の幻影であっても姿を現すかどうかを意図的に制御することができる。そして一般的に人間の記憶よりも長くこの世に残ることが可能じゃ。
そうじゃ。九段の小説もわしが神王の根の近くをさまよっておったらたまたま叫び声を聞いたのが発端での。で気まぐれにそやつの体に入り
そうだったのか。でもなんで本の中に恒例の呪文なんか書いたんだ？
自慢じゃないがわしは生きておった頃一世を風靡した大陽子での。わしの記憶は人間の体に入ることができるんじゃ。ただ小さなあやかしではそれができぬ。そこであの呪文じゃ。あれを使えば誰もがこの世にしばし戻ることができる。
でも
こやつはランジラのその行為が人間に迷惑。
迷惑とは、わしらが去る時に夢が終わってしまうことか？まさかこのまたも小説を書いてほしい。
やっと見つけたぞ。お前が小説に書いたあの
はあ、道理で懐かしい気配がすると思ったら、わしあれをやった意図とな。もちろん呪文の力であやかしの亡霊を大地へと呼び戻し、稲妻に血の雨を降らせる。なんだって？こうも簡単にこのわしを体に憑依させるとは。ほう、こやつの体からとてつもない強い力を感じ。よい、実に素晴らしい。ほれ見たことか。そこの飛んどるおちびちゃんを怖がらせてしまったではないか。
何を言うておる。さっきまであんなに楽しそうに悪役を演じておったじゃろ。
裏臭い？ミコ、もしか
知り尽くしておるわい。
では改めて紹介しよう。こやつが神聖慣例筆記の作者、裏臭いじゃ。いや、より正確に言うと裏臭いの記憶じゃな。
記憶？ベーコンじゃないのか？
まあ、霊魂も記憶ももともと地脈から来る同種のものじゃ。
先日獣域ハウンドが神王の根に噛みついた件を何時も覚えておるじゃろ。その時地脈から溢れ出る人間の記憶を何時らは見たはずじゃ。人間のものがあるならあやかしもまたしかりじゃ。生前あやかしは法力を有しておる。たとえ昔日の幻影であっても姿を現すかどうかを意図的に制御することができる。そして一般的に人間の記憶よりも長くこの世に残ることが可能じゃ。
そうじゃ。九段の小説もわしが神王の根の近くをさまよっておったらたまたま叫び声を聞いたのが発端での。確か誰でもいい、俺にすごい小説を書かせてくれと言っておったか。で気まぐれにそやつの体に入り代わりに書いてやったんじゃよ。
そうだったのか。でもなんで本の中に恒例の呪文なんか書いたんだ？
自慢じゃないが、わしは生きておった頃一世を風靡した大陽子での。わしの記憶は人間の体に入ることができるんじゃ。ただ小さなあやかしではそれができぬ。そこであの呪文じゃ。あれを使えば誰もがこの世にしばし戻ることができる。
でも
こやつはランジラのその行為が人間に迷惑をかけておると言いたいようじゃ。
迷惑とはわしらが去る時に夢が終わってしまうことか。あった、それと熱が出てしまうこともそうじゃったか。人間はわしらのような妖力を生まれつき持っておらん。自分たちの手で運命を変えられる点こそ人間の最も誇れる点じゃとわしは思う。他の者の力に頼って努力をおろそかにするなぞ。痛い目を見て当然じゃ。むしろわしは人間のために貢献しておると思うぞ。そうじゃろ、ミコ。
わらわもそう思う。
わかったよ。おいらもなんだかそんな気がしてきたし。
じゃからおちびちゃん、そう怖がらずとも大丈夫じゃ。ミコは普段ふざけておるが、法力では一二を争うあやかしじゃしな。
法力だけではない裏草。汝の書いた神聖探麗筆記よりもわらわの新作の方が人気がある。
ふん、そういうことじゃったか。面倒なことを一番嫌うお前がこの画室に来てわざわざわしを呼び出したからには、以前皆で百物語をした時もいつもわしに盾ついておったしな。まあよい、わしの負けじゃ。これでよいか。
何百年もの時を経てよう
いつも人の肩に乗っとるのが好きだった小娘がこの数百年で立派になりよって。
裏草、汝に残された時間はあとどのくらいじゃ。
そう長くはない。みんな同じじゃ。わしらは来た場所へと帰らねばならん。じゃが満足しながらも皆思わず口にしてしまう。もう一度百鬼夜行をやりたいと。
裏草、そのことなら安心せ。わらわがすでに手を打っておる。わらわの鈴の音が響く頃、それは無月の夜が降臨する時。
そいつはいい。素晴らしいぞ。あっぱれじゃ。ミコ、その時が来るまでわしは力を温存せねばならん。昔話もここまでじゃ。わしは
行くがよ。
ミコよ、一つ聞くが、今日まで元気に過ごしておったか。
当然じゃ。それはもう日々を楽しく過ごしておる。特に近年世に娯楽小説なるものが普及した。それだけでない、おせっかいな二人の異教人とも出会えた。それにあの頑固な英もようやく少し融通が利くようになったしね。
ほっほー、そいつはいい。素晴らしいわい。
裏草、汝もきっとこの時代を気に入るじゃろう。汝のように物語をかけて絵も描ける人物は八重堂の主力となれるはずじゃ。わらわが直々に原稿を催促するほどのな。
消えた。目は覚めたか？大丈夫だよな？
意識ははっきりしておるか？さあ、前にもやったようにわらわの後に。ほう、わらわが言うよりも先に帰るとはどうやら頭に支障はなさそうじゃね。どうじゃった？初めて憑依された感覚は。そうかそうか。どうやら汝に事の一部始終を説明する必要はなさそうじゃ。裏臭いに負けを認めさせることができ、わらわも心がすっきりした。じゃからあやつらがやりたいと思ったことはわらわが代わりに叶えてやらねばならぬ。そうじゃ、あやつらは地脈を流れる記憶の一部に過ぎぬが、それでもきっと壮観なものになるはずじゃろう。ここまで付き合ったんじゃ、もちろん最後の儀式も手伝ってくれるじゃろ。
おいおい、まだオイラたちをこき使うのかよ。はっ、さっき裏臭いと一緒になってオイラをからかったし、もう手伝わないぞ。
まあまあ、乗りかかった船じゃろ。最後まで手伝ってくれぬか。
健康料。こんなはずじゃ。
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me. You're right.
As if we had a choice. We just want our paychecks. So, Miko, what exactly do we have to do to make this Hyakuyaku happen? Also, to be clear, we actually have no idea what it even means.
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the Hyakuyaku is just a gathering of the yokai. Back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one they'd start soaring into the sky with their yokai powers. There were so many of them that their silhouettes would block out the moon. But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. They are no longer able to fly. So I will be performing a convocation ritual for them, gathering all the wandering memories together in one place. When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is spent, they will be satisfied and return to where they belong. All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance. Remember the incantation and the mention of moonless night that I added to our novel?
Oh, yeah! Something about reciting the secret spells of Lady Kitsune on a moonless night.
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish-granting incantation at all. It's a spell to help calm the ley line memories. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way. I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that time, I need you to do two things. First, tell the Shrine Maidens to leave the mountain. During the Hyakuyaku, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Having the Shrine Maidens leave avoids the bothersome issue of someone potentially getting possessed. After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. I need you at the foot of Mount Yoko during this part to keep an eye on nearby monster activity. The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat. But when their energy is concentrated, it is likely to disturb the monsters. They may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain. I need you to fend them off so that that doesn't happen.
All right, got it. Then what?
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine and getting a close-up view of the yokai, I wouldn't say no.
Okay, let's get going.
Descend the mountain? Are those Lady Kuji's orders?
Yep, Miko said the ritual she's gonna perform soon might pose a physical danger to you all.
I see. I'll evacuate everyone right away. What about you?
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're...
It seems like Lady Kuji places great trust in you. Lady Kuji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence when she's conducted rituals like this in the past. Thank you for helping with the ritual, and good luck.
Don't worry, we're much stronger than we look. These monsters look really riled up. Yep, let's get rid of them as fast as... All right, here they come!
I will have order.
This is where
You're free. Go. You're free now. Mind your step. Not too far now. Tell me what you see.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Come here, you little rascal.
There's so many of them!
Let's get down.
Come on, you can do it!
Got him.
everlasting as the moon.
Time to say hello. Mind the wind. Nothing personal.
Transfixed.
Watch us! He's free!
Alright, that's the last of the monsters. How far along do you think the ritual is? Let's head back to the Grand Narukami Shrine and take a look. Wow, so many! They're everywhere! Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time. Come with me. You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
It's just, Hyman's never seen anything like this before. Whoa, they've really blocked out the moon!
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short. It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
Says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light. Your unrivaled power will be honored eternally.
Cantiknya.
Rakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely. Just a little, of course. Just as I thought, the ritual went very smoothly. Thank you both. Oh, I'm great.
But the look on your face just now...
I'm fine, seriously. Really, No. Honestly, you two.
Miko...
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me, you can treat me to a meal.
Sure, no problem. A meal?
Okay. Well, see you soon then.
Wait is unbearable. How is the next chapter of the miraculous adventures of the Traveler not released yet?
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night finally came.
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night. It just seemed to form out of nowhere.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that book.
Yeah. I guess light novels are just fiction after all, huh?
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something tells me the miraculous adventures of the Traveler will remain an interesting series for a long time to come.
Huh? Paimon can't see Miko anywhere. Guess she's not out here. Maybe she went inside already.
Ah, my little friends. There you are.
Miko, what is this? You started eating? What?
I did, yes. You're paying after all. The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake, all for absolutely free? Oh, I just couldn't wait any longer. Ah, boss, see these two faces here? Remember them. They're the ones picking up the bill later.
Alrighty.
What's gotten into you? Come on, sit yourselves down. You have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around Seirai Island. They shipped it to Inazuma overnight, and it was still alive right up until I ordered it. Or maybe you'd rather try this? I know. I normally can't bring myself to drink sake this expensive either. If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are all kinds of fruit juices covering the whole price spectrum.
Miko! You are outrageous! Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for us was the plainest kushikatsu!
Strange. I remember no such thing. Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you? Anyway, I am something of a VIP, you know. Wouldn't you find it embarrassing to treat me anything short of lavishly?
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive!
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it. They're still printing your light novel by the batch, you know. You have quite...
What? Oh, darn it! She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning!
Oh, the looks on your faces right now. Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came true on the moonless night, novels with incantations are no longer in vogue. So you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler. The deadline is looming. I'm counting on you.
Apa lihat-lihat?
Thank you for the meal. Oh, did I mention? A saw that I know she can be pig-headed, but it still took me by surprise when she wrote me a long and sternly worded letter about it. Oh, I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Yeah. Awas kan. Ada sekali masih ada 5. Yang penting berwarna. Malah senjata ini lagi. Mentang-mentang di sini senjatanya katalis. Si sudah sampai. Chapter 3 bagian 4. Kerapkan bukan batu biasa. Wah, 30 tambah 100. 2 jam juga ini. Buka musuh baru. Zhongli.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Any new commissions?
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you two.
Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor. He's hoping the Adventurers Guild can spare some manpower.
What is it we have to do exactly?
I believe you'll be looking for workers.
Ooh, looking for people? Awesome! We're good at that!
I have no reason to doubt your ability. I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're willing to accept this commission, head over to the dock and talk to Uncle Dai.
Kemarin di sebuah kapal.
Hey, are you Uncle Dai?
I am indeed. Ah, now then. You must be the adventurers assigned by the guild.
Huh? How could you tell?
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face. Experienced adventurers at that, I'll wager.
Right again! You're pretty deceptive!
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Dai can see what you're made of from a long way off. All right, my assistant should be arriving soon, so let's just wait here a moment.
Whoa, whoa! That's why we're here! Now there's someone else taking a cut?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle life here.
So there is someone else! Do you think we're not up to the job?
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine, and it's a little out of the ordinary, to say the least. Mines are dangerous places, as I'm sure you're aware. As such, I've enlisted an industry expert to cover all contingencies. Last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geological analysis. With a professional by your side, everything should run smoothly. Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you its value to the nearest mora at a glance. I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul on Teyvat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not enlist an expert of his caliber.
You're a fool if you think you found Teyvat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why might that be?
Because Teyvat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours. Ha-ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Wait here, we'll go fetch him.
Mana dia ini? Malah lagi nikmati dongeng. Ya kan? Ah, tuh. Ini dia. Dia selalu minum di sini.
In our
Nikmati dongeng.
last tale, Rex Lapis.
Zhongli, there you are!
Oh. Here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you! Do you have time?
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology and ore.
Someone who understands geology and ore.
Take a look around. Is there anyone in Teyvat more qualified? The requester claims to have enlisted Teyvat's #1 rock expert, but Kemarin doesn't believe a word of it. Nobody understands rocks better than you.
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai doesn't know what he's talking about. Kemarin just wants to enlighten him.
I see. Well, then it will be my pleasure to accompany...
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms. Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor. If we do encounter an expert, I look forward to broadening my own understandings.
Stop being so modest, Zhongli. Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle Dai. Uncle Dai, we're back!
Huh. And this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep. Kemarin doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's got nothing on our guy.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, I do have a claim to some experience in this.
Uh-huh. So you say. Wait till my guy gets here. Then it's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant,
Speak to the
Kun
devil.
Jun.
Baru diomongin udah muncul.
Young Kun, these are 2 adventurers assigned to us. And as for this gentleman...
Huh?
Wangshan Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhongli. I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents. I had no idea I'd be meeting you in person today.
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to the parlor.
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh? I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhongli wins, he's the assistant. If Zhongli loses, never mind.
A contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you. It'll be interesting to see which one of us wins.
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk.
I'm just saying it like I see it. Which is, incidentally, the only skill I have worth talking about.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kunjun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai called me over. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited, even followed me for a while.
Huh? How could you forget something like that?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. He looked to be very familiar with them. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman. And then...
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with, I can most certainly lend a hand. Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, and a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. They had no purity, and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water or sand. In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths, like a moon concealed within a mountain, reflecting shafts of daylight that make it through.
Such a detailed description. Almost like he saw it with his own 2 eyes. Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you? After all, we haven't even seen what's inside yet.
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal contains mountain lake water. A rare...
If Zhongli says so, it must be true.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli. How did you know exactly what lay within?
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately. I hope you didn't mind me flaunting my experience, Mr. Kunjun.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. I hope you will accept my friendship. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is unrivaled in the trade.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone, follow me to the chasm. There are men counting on you to find them.
Selesai.
Whoa, this mine is huge.
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind It vanished. I led a team around the entire mine, found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
So 4 miners had disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Boldsen, Bravesen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the 4 of them left for another mine?
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't pass any other mines on the way over.
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you really manage to explore every corner?
Underground, overground. We left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself.
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusions.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like. If you come across any clues, let me know straight away.
Over here! What's this? A pile of shirts, some trousers.
A few everyday items. They must belong to Uncle Dai and his men.
1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. That seems right. 10 shirts, 10 pairs of trousers. These must be spares, right? Look, Uncle Dai's clothes are identical.
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around. Oh, and some tool belts.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining equipment.
So, they didn't take any supplies.
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with the tools of their trade. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items? Curious.
Huh. Why would someone set off with their tools, but leave their luggage behind?
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an unlikely hypothesis. Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility. We'll need more clues before any further inference can be made.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make a note and let Uncle Dai know. Kunjun, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment, please. Okay.
Looks like he's concentrating really hard.
I see. 4 men following someone out of the mine.
A child? What's a child doing in a mine?
I'm not sure.
Also, how did you see anything exactly?
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about to tell you remained a secret. It's a little odd. I've never dared to tell anyone before. I can perceive the memories of ore.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a rock and boom, it just happens?
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area. All I have to do is touch one and focus my attention, and the memories come to me.
Amazing! So you can find out everything that ever happened then.
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't up to much. Their memories are hazy. Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and in greater detail.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability indeed. It was prudent of Uncle Dai to recruit you, Mr. Kunjun.
I'm glad I can be of assistance. Based on what I saw, I believe they followed this path.
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle Dai. Let's make a note of it.
Excuse me, sir.
Bravo.
Are you one of the workers here?
Ah, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, find them if you can. I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few men. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break, just to catch my breath. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
Oh, what a scary thought. An on-site accident. We should note that down too.
You're back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord, but were forced to.
Forced to? But who would kidnap miners?
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. When he awoke, his colleagues had disappeared without a trace. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound. It would appear that the incident occurred on site.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with him?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kunjun here made good use of his expert techniques to arrive at a conclusion. It was a
child. But there are no settlements here for miles around. There's no way a child would have made it over to the mine.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. Your men were following a child.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruins.
North? Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us. If we set off now and make haste, we might be able to catch them.
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set out on foot, they will have covered a lot of ground by now.
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make some inquiries. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see if we can come up with anything. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, let's reconvene at Wangshu Inn tomorrow evening.
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get going.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlements while we keep investigating here.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine. Shouldn't we go north?
Wait. I believe we're missing someone.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun? Paimon bets he's still investigating. Kunjun, what are you searching for? We're all out of clues. Let's get going.
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a precious stone known as Dragonfall.
Dragonfall? Dragonfall is often used in forging. What use do you have for it?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling very absent lately. Name and address aside, I'm having trouble remembering things. In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious. As if there's something I've forgotten to finish.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. When you know you've forgotten something, but you can't remember exactly what it is.
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been aimlessly wandering. That day at the market, I overheard a conversation while I was buying something. They mentioned Dragonfall. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was linked to that stone. So, I decided to look for some. Perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll remember what it is I have to do.
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor, I will help you look for this stone.
Really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Zhongli. You're too kind.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we
Think
get going?
nothing out of it.
Heading north from the chasm will reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they chose, there will be traces.
Great! Let's have a look. Hey! Footprints!
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went. Hey there! Seen any miners?
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks.
Yeah, that's them!
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated. Traversing the geography of Lingju Pass must have held them up.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance. And there was a child staggering in front of them.
Huh. This child. Did you see what they look like?
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl. She wasn't smiling. In fact, she looked very serious.
Jangan anak yang dibawa underground sesame itu.
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it straight from here.
Let's go after them.
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shangyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization research.
Huh? You sure you're not a miner?
A miner?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment.
I think I saw those people.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Mount Tianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I came across some people. A few men and a child. I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look. I'm afraid I'm not even sure what they looked like. Apologies.
I think that's all we needed to hear. Thank you.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend. Again, thank you all for your...
According to the scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to Paimon. But...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot about our secret weapon.
It looks promising. I'll do my best. It's the same group, all right. They followed this road.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone seeing is something I won't forget in a hurry.
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise from Mr. Zhongli is high praise indeed.
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along.
You think so? I guess it's been a worthwhile trip then. It feels like we're cracking a criminal case. It's a lot of fun.
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our guards high. 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state, walking ceaselessly day and night. over hills and mountains, led by a child.
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhongli. We should have our wits about us.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchlings, but the level of aggression they exhibited was unusual. We have encountered many clues along the way. So far, they've pointed us in the right direction. The miners headed in the direction of Nantiemen the day before yesterday. From here, they would have had to navigate a perilous mountain road. If they're...
Quick! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass through here, it should guide him to us.
Clever thinking! A classic...
There's a basket lying here, too. This must be one of the miners.
Hey! Hello? Can you hear us?
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
Should we wake him up?
I can still dig.
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. Something's not right. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition before deciding our next move.
How is he? He won't die, right?
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not in serious danger.
Paimon heard him talking about digging for something. Did he dig himself into this state?
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these ore fragments? I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4 that we're searching for.
How he came to be here is what we need to understand.
So he was kidnapped and then abandoned here. But if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way out here?
Unless something happened. Something that led him to fall behind.
Ugh. Paimon's had enough. This is too mysterious.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something for you.
What is it? Ooh, is it a present?
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting out with you on this case, it feels like a fog is lifting. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down these clues by myself. These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extraordinarily rare. One for each...
It's beautiful. Oh, and the colors change as you turn it. It's like a different crystal from each angle.
But of course, take it. And this one is for Mr. Zhongli. Huh? Is something wrong? Not to your liking?
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated receiving a gift during the current circumstances. But thank you. I will take good care of it.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that others can appreciate. Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surroundings. Perhaps there are more memories to uncover.
You sure like rocks, huh, Kunjun?
Ores are the crystals of the earth, the sediment of time itself. I feel at peace among them. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
Rest easy. I surveyed the area. There's no danger here. Oh, however, there is something I wanted to discuss with you.
Huh? What's with the seriousness all of a sudden?
Traveler, does
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental reactions.
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed, they can. However, only a minority can survive for long periods of time. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals. When the fighting ceased, these and yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between, relatively unknown. Why is it then that a citizen of Lior now wishes to strike upon ore that has long since vanished from the earth?
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of it's already been mined. Weird. Paimon doesn't get it.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun, whose motivations for seeking it are unclear even unto himself.
Ulterior motives? Is he a villain?
A conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. We must watch. And don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As for anything else, sooner or later the tide will reveal the lie of the land. We're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue to follow this road through. Now that we've found one, the others won't be far away. When you're well rested, call Mr. Kunjun over to us. We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can return and attend to him. I suggest we leave a note for Uncle Dai. If he does find the camp, he'll know what to do.
Oh. Selesai. Tarik satu. Tak menerima.
Kunjun, we need to get going.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any clues. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment. Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the recent past.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
That makes sense. It is the same for people.
Indeed. Let's keep going. Wow. Such an immense tree.
And there's so many mysterious-looking crystals up there, too. Or maybe...
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could survey this section. All right, then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
Doesn't seem very interesting. Paimon's gonna look over there.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. Oh! This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past. Nothing to work... Not...
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb the tree and have a look? If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good look at our surroundings from up there.
You think so?
When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea? Wait a minute. Paimon can fly.
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's voice came from behind the tree. Did he find another clue? Quick, let's go see. Maybe he found another miner.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel? Ah!
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel. Prepare.
Prepare yourself.
Huh? The missing miners are here. Well, what are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
Huh? That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere to the gate.
So behind the seal, there's...
What's that? Diba?
What do we do? We can't hurt them. What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge and sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, H-Star, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Seremnya.
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Nothing personal. Mind the wind. Go! You're free now!
Morax! You think you can destroy me?
Stabilize! He's free! Let's go! Mind your step! Order guide you!
This way, Trini.
Not too far now.
Up and away!
Nothing personal! Time to say hello.
Morax. 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name, Ashtaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
Ashtaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
Ashtaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ashtaha the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ashtaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities. We are a schism of the will of Ashtaha.
So there are two Ashtahas?
No, it can't be.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the entrance to the seal itself.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself standing on the side of the betrayer?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was clear. Find Morax and aid him in stopping you.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched the stone tablet did I truly remember. It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient dragonkind. Morax, do you want to tell the tale?
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
You haven't changed. Then allow me. Ashtaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. However, that which is derived of the Earth is no more or less than the Earth itself. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, so these memories fade into obscurity. Erosion is the world's greatest destroyer of memories. Erosion ground Ashtaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend, and his memories of defending Liyue Harbor disintegrated. Ashtaha, now incomplete, became irascible, aggressive.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me.
This much is true. Which is why you attacked the chasm. Why you waged war against Morax. In the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploitation caused the ley lines to quake, which brought untold suffering to us. Erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability to coexist with humanity. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. But it was futile. Everything returns to dust. It is the natural order, an unstoppable force, and so we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ajdaha and Morax. You can hate me, but you cannot deny me.
No! No!
I am the remnants of Ajdaha's benevolence. The echo of a contract set in stone. I harbor a willingness to go further. A willingness to coexist peacefully with mankind.
No! This is I, Ajdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that decides. I will not swear allegiance to this insect.
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the earth, then I am the memory of coexistence. Of all powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as jade. Strange. What is this feeling?
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do, heed these words. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting and leaves no trace. Even where it will never fall again.
No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
The little girl vanished.
Are you satisfied, Ajdaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun. A pair of eyes from Morax.
Your power is nearly spent.
Perceptive as always.
Shall we get going? You and...
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
Straight down to business as always. Let's go.
Ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Harusnya ada 9 nih segelnya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tapi namanya Ciu. Ciu kan artinya 9.
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Sadly, we found no trace of the other 3. Huh? Young Kun, what is...
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those 3 miners are over there.
In cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger. Don't worry.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you. I better go and see how they're doing.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in any way I can.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ezdaha. You're coming back to Liyue Harbor too, right?
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame for someone of his talent to go missing.
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind. Yet their creators see so much. Perhaps...
Ezdaha, I am no longer the Geo-Archon.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate. Let's get the difficult part out of the way. I cannot guarantee that I won't be awoken a second time.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. Even if our mission had already concluded, it would be cowardly not to strike out on the road of departure. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done, a reunion between old friends is an auspicious occasion.
That day in the chasm. Did you hesitate?
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of Liyue.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin, and so I was willingly sealed away.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you.
Hence, my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content of the contract remains intact. Old friend. God of contracts. I hereby honor our agreement.
Thank you, Ezdaha.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the infinite flow of time. And you, Morax, you too will live for many a day to come.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only asleep.
Whoa. That was so weird. It was like he suddenly became another person.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kujun. He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago remain crystal clear in my mind.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Azhdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Azhdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail, down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down, and sealed him underground. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Azhdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me. Towards Liyue. Towards life above ground. He was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, it is time to leave. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire. Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the heavenly principles. That I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for. Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through thousands of years of history.
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information? This is so important to us.
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejda? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. And kept my silence.
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts, I cannot go back on my word.
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past, many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are born to remember. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe that you are on the right path,
Alah, nak toko. Kok ngelag ya? Tenang teman-teman, masih ada 4 lagi.
this tablet was erected by Mountain Shaper. It names Ejdaha as a terrible dragon and serves as a warning for later generations to stay away from this place. It's a shame. There is a fine line between good and evil.
Nggak ada lagi suaranya. Oyo. Tarik aja lah. Oke teman-teman, sampai sini saja dulu videonya ya. Terima kasih telah menonton. Sampai jumpa.